What's up, podcast fans? It's your buddy Adam, the PhD, the previously heavy dude, and this is a very special episode of the Million Pound Mission podcast. Now, you're going to get to listen in as I do a one-on-one coaching session with one of my clients for my Transformation ReBoot program. We're going to dig deep into their top transformation danger zones and come up with actionable steps they can implement right away. And you need to listen in and you can implement those same steps to get better results for yourself. Now, be sure to hang out after the episode to learn how you can do a free 10-day trial inside of my Transformation ReBoot program. All right, let's dive into the coaching session. All right, Heather, welcome to your 15-minute hot seat session. What would you like to focus on today?
Remembering that it's a marathon and not a sprint, making sure I'm using the right tools at the right time. That's what it's so tempting to say, well, I could eat soup for 2 weeks and lose 10 pounds.
Yeah.
But I know that's not what I'm into. This is a long distance run and I'm up for the long distance. It's very tempting to do those little eat a keto brick every day and be good. But no, I want to do it the long distance run. So.
Right. Yeah. So is that something like a trap that you've kind of fallen into in the past or makes you veer off track? Yeah. So yeah, just knowing that with the ReBoot group, what I like to teach at, new people that are coming in, I'm like, it's kind of like stairs. It's like every 28 days is like a new stair step, and sometimes, the stair step looks more like, okay, we maintain momentum. And sometimes, maybe during the holiday season or something might not be as successful and we step back a little bit, but each 28 day we have that new platform that we can start marching forward again. And that's kind of the big picture that we're shooting for. So that's, I think that's the perfect mentality. And there we can always, like within the 28 days, we can do little experiments where maybe we add some keto bricks in, or maybe we do, some, a new soup recipe or whatever, but it's not about like the quick fix. Let's do this crazy thing and that's going to be the answer. Because then we start going, I can't do this forever. And then that whole thing happens. So, no, that's so is there something that you feel like is tempting you right now that you really want to try that's messing with you?
I really think I'm going to do keto.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the whole idea of testing my blood is kind of the scary part. But if you're going to do it, you got to do it right. You can't say, well, I'm going to do keto, but I'm not going to test.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's not a huge deal. Like I'm not a big blood person, needle person at all. Like I really don't like it. Like I just imagine that I don't have any blood inside of me, and that's preferable. So it's not fun. It's not terrible. It was better than I had expected for sure. And the little like prick thing, like it shoots out and it gets you. The real key is when you do the finger prick thing, make sure you make it count and only have to do one prick. Cause I've done it before where I didn't get the blood flowing to my hand right. And I didn't get enough blood on the little strip. And I was like, oh no, I got to do it again. This is terrible. Yeah. I was at the gym once doing it where I was like milking my finger and somebody new walks in. I'm like, oh, sorry, this is a little bit weird. Like I'm testing my ketones. They didn't sign up. I think it was too weird for them. But that's, I think that keto would be a great next step for you. You've got some good momentum going. You're really doing well with your workouts. You're kind of getting in a flow there. And I think the new, arrow that we pull out of the quiver and shoot is like, let's switch up the nutrition a little bit and throw that variable out there and really let that settle in. And, you've got the Keto Done Right course inside the program. You just follow that step by step and it's, it's going to be a fun little journey. And that's, I feel like, you'll probably take your weight loss, body fat loss, that next level. The key is being able to maintain that strength training and the cardio that you're getting in. Like we don't want to I'm turning more focus to keto and then let that sag a little bit. Like that maintains and then we start dripping in. And I feel like if you follow the program and the Keto Done Right, that's kind of a stair-step approach too. And it'll be a nice gradual shift into ketosis. So I think your body will handle that really nicely. So thumbs up.
Yeah, and the intermittent fasting really helps to do the keto. So far, the longest I've done was 2 days. And then you really can feel the difference in doing it. I'm like, well, if I do it where the fourth week, I do 3 days, then I'll get into ketosis, and then I'll be into keto, that nice little push the next 28 days to slowly build up to it. So
Yeah.
That's little steps, doing those little steps. And
Yeah, you're doing great. I love your mindset and Like you're in your 6th workbook cycle now. That's because you were in the very first group. And I mean, just it goes by really fast, right? Like, but
It really does.
it's cool because I remember that first group when we got everybody in, everybody's kind of freaking out about the traditional danger zones. And now you guys still have, those danger zones, but we made it through the holiday season. Now we're into the new year. And now we're just kind of like knocking out goals, and like we're trying new things like keto, and we're establishing new habits like strength training and cardio. And like you're doing a good job of just kind of building the machine one piece at a time, each 28-day cycle. And we, throw something new in there, make it a habit, make it a routine. Okay, I think I'm ready for a new thing. We put that in there, make it a habit, make it a routine. And you're just sticking with the process, and it's really working nicely. Just seeing how calm you are about this, it's awesome. It's proof that the whole thing is working, and we're not freaking out. Because everybody comes in, and you've seen, people every week that come in, they're like brand new, like, oh my God, I'm free. I've got to go to a friend's house and eat something. What do I do? And now it's like you're doing like Super Bowl parties and stuff like that. And it's like, I can handle it. It's pretty cool. I like that.
It was funny. The very first Zoom chat, I remember I just sat there, was writing down everything that you were saying. I was like, just sitting there writing and writing. And now I'm like, no, it's just a conversation. I got this.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Like you said, the danger zones aren't so dangerous anymore. You know what you want to do, and you know what you want to eat. And that's why I'm thinking keto is good, because I love cheese. I mean, how can you go wrong with keto if you love cheese?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And the cool thing about the keto done right course is that, like, especially with females, like, you don't want to shift real hard and go, okay, now I'm used to 100 or 150 or 200 grams of carbs, and now less than 20, because your body's going to freak out, so that's going to be a nice gradual. And, with that, there's basically 3 levels. There's kind of a prep 2-week detox phase, and then 3 different levels of going up the ketogenic ladder. And you may find, like, I can eat vegetables and maintain ketosis, and I'm good. And a lot of people are like that, especially people that are working out real hard. And then you might be able to just figure out how to wave through the different cycles, and that might work for you. But like with me right now, I'm in ketosis and I'm eating vegetables every day, and it's awesome, and I have a little bit higher protein than I did last time I did a round of keto. So you're good at tracking things.
Yes.
And you're a good data collector. And I think this will be like, I think if you had done this 6 months ago, it would have been very pressure filled. And now it's more about you're having a kind of a fun experiment and saying, well, how's this going to impact my body? And let's take notes and see what happens. And I can tell you're excited about it instead of like fearing it, So it's a nice just sign of progress, how much progress you've made with the program so far. So well done.
Get the exercise, get the meditation, get the sleep. Now doing the keto. So,
yeah, you're doing awesome. So are there any like danger zones that are out there floating that you feel like are
I'm heading to Florida to visit my parents, but I'm not too worried about it. Before I'd be all panicked about it, but I know what I like to eat, and I know how foods that don't fit me make me feel, and I don't like feeling that way, so I'm not going to eat those things.
Yeah.
Like it's not like, ooh, I'm going to go crazy on vacation, because I really don't want to. So.
Yeah. So is that spring break?
No, there's that magical winter break now that they have for teaching. That whole President's Day weekend. So.
Oh, nice.
I'll miss you a week, before you. So. Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, yeah, and you've got the strategic vacation planner whole thing. So I would give that a little whirl through just to kind of get your mind right. It's a nice tool, and then you've got the nice thing about the group too is that there's pretty much always something to plug into. If there's not, then just wait 1 week and there's something else to plug into as far as like the challenges and stuff. So I feel like that's pulling people back. You're a good, participator in those things, and you're always on there chatting. So I think, you'll be just fine on vacation, and have fun and use that as like a mini experiment of, okay, like I'm going to eat, I'm going to be satiated, I'm going to have a great time, maybe a cheat here or there from the cheat bank, but not a big deal, and we're off and running. Now, when are you going to start keto after that, or are you going to try to start keto before that?
I'm going to start keto the next cycle. So not this next 28-day cycle, but the following cycle. Because I thought starting keto on the very first week that I'm going on vacation would just be silly.
Yeah.
So.
See, that was a test, and you passed, Heather.
Thank you.
I'd been like, all right.
Great teacher. So
I've just built you up, and then you're starting. Yeah. I'm going to do keto first week on vacation. No, wrong answer. All right, so that's good. Now, what you can do between now and the next cycle is just start kind of dropping carbs just a little bit. Just go a little bit, with fewer carbs, more whole foods, things like that. That'll be a nice. You could, honestly, if you wanted to, the phase 1 of the Keto Done Right, you could start that right away, and that way you can just do a longer round of that, and then that your body will be that much more primed, ready to go. So that's probably what I would do.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I'll do. Just get used to it,
Yeah, because it's not actually the phase 1 isn't even keto. It's just getting rid of sugar. Getting rid of sugar, more whole foods, and that'll just kind of have that detox effect. Where the whole purpose behind that first phase is, I don't want people going right into keto, dropping the carbs, dealing with sugar cravings, dealing with mind is all messed up, headaches, sugar withdrawal. Like let's take care of that and not worry about ketosis first. So there's a little bit of a detox phase, and then your body will adapt a lot quicker. So, and you're more likely to stay with it. That's super important.
I think that's what's important too. It's a marathon and not a sprint.
Yeah.
Just you can test and try and add a new tool, but don't try to use them all at once, else you just have a really messy house. And
you don't know what works.
body.
Yeah. You do everything at once. He's like, I don't know which thing worked actually there, and then you have to do them all, and that gets to be wasting a lot of time and potentially money and things like that. So, no, I think you're on the right track. And even with keto, like you'll find, like I said, like the first time I did keto, I was doing a lot of cheese, a lot of sausage and things like that. And this time through, I'm really focusing more on whole foods. Like I said, I even nudged my protein up just a little bit higher, and I'm still staying in ketosis because my workouts are strong. And, it's going really well. Like I feel like digestive going really well, sleep is really well, no headaches, no keto flu symptoms. So, just go in with your experimental mindset, and you're going to learn a lot. And I think it's going to be pretty cool to see how your body reacts. And that's what it's all about. Like nothing's guaranteed. It's not like, oh, do keto and lose 40 pounds or anything like that. Maybe you lose a bunch of body fat and your mental clarity really improves. And those are good things too. So like I always talk about in the podcast, it's like right tool for the right job. And now you're taking a new tool and you're putting it in the toolbox. And you say, okay, what can I build with this? And then we can pull that out when we need to build that thing. So it's cool.
Well, thank you, Adam.
Yes. Well, anything else real quick before we sign out here?
No, that's it. I just want to make sure I'm using the right tool at the right time. So thank you.
Yeah, I think it's a great time. If you don't have a bunch of vacations going on, I think keto does take a little more attention to detail. You're learning a new language, basically. And we want to minimize distractions if we can. Now saying that, the first week something will happen, like a cupcake disaster will happen, like somebody will throw pizza your direction, and you're gonna have to deal with it. But we can expect the unexpected a little bit, but like you said, we don't want to start this first week of vacation or anything like that. So you have a good stretch. We're heading into summer. I think it's the perfect time of year to give keto a roll, and let's see what happens. Hey, thanks for hanging out for a minute after the episode. I hope you got a ton of value out of that coaching session. Now, if you are ready to reclaim control over your health and be a part of an amazing community and support system, I want you to head on over to millionpoundmission.com and start your free 10-day trial inside of my Transformation ReBoot program. Now, as part of this program, you get to do monthly one-on-one strategy sessions with me, just like you heard here today. We also do weekly small group support sessions, monthly deep dive discussions, and the daily interaction and support you'll get inside of our community page is unlike anything you have ever experienced in your fitness journey. Now, I know that you're probably somebody that is willing to put in the effort to reach your transformation goals. And if you allow me to add some structure, accountability, and support around that effort, you'll be able to gain amazing momentum and feel unstoppable. So head on over to millionpoundmission.com and start your risk-free 10-day free trial of the Transformation ReBoot program. My friend, I will look forward to doing your welcome video chat session soon.